Saturday. I'm still here doing all the things. I'm about to turn this music off so I don't get copyrighted. And I am getting ready to show you. I thought this would be fun to show. It's Saturday. Did grocery shopping and I grabbed these containers from TJ Maxx. And they're half-gallon jugs. But I grab another one from above my fridge. And then I'm about to fill them all up with the milk I just bought from Aldi. So, okay. Then, oh, is there another one washed? There it is. Over here, Devon looks like he washed one. Let's see where the lid is. I don't know. I'll find it after. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, so it's Rachel here from the future, and these containers, in theory, looked amazing. They look great in the fridge. They were an awesome thought. They were executed terribly. Difficult to clean. They all cracked, and the top parts, the top squares ripped right out. So I have not a single one of these things have survived. So yeah, if you're at TJ Maxx and you see these, don't buy them because they will last. I don't even know. It was weeks they last. And yeah, they're not here anymore. And they were expensive. They were like $15 a piece. So I'm here to warn you from the future. They look cool, but they're not as cool as they look. Okay, so these little tops go on, which is nice. And I can't do it with one hand, I don't think, so I'm gonna put the camera down. In there, then I grab a dry erase marker. You can see an old one here. I'm just gonna wipe that off. But it doesn't matter how I put them in the fridge. I just care how the kids take them out. And I try to do that just in case I refill during the week. And I put a new jug of milk in any of these jars. They take the old ones first and it doesn't go bad. And because it's way up here on the top, really nobody's hands smudges the numbers, which is nice. But it's really square, so it doesn't take up a lot of extra space like the jugs do. Oh, I did forget to get lactose milk for a few of my kiddos that have a lactose allergy, and so I'm gonna have to hit that tomorrow. But I think these are nice. Let me know what you guys think of these, or if you have any containers or organization tips that you have for your fridge. I've been trying to slowly go and organize it the way that I want it. Monday, welcome to Beautifully Chaotic. And it is already 3:56 in the afternoon. And today's been a good day for the most part, but Egypt, our boy dog, has been acting weird since we got back from a walk at 2:30. Like panting pretty heavy, so probably going to take him to the vet. I'm probably going to take both dogs to the vet today. They close at 5:30, so I'm gonna go there in a minute with the kids and figure out what's going on. He's been panting for like an hour. Hasn't drunk any water, won't nibble at his dog food. So I'm not really sure what's going on. We'll see in a little bit what's happening. The vet around 4:45 and we got them checked in. We're sitting in the car because we have 2 dogs and the vet's office is super small. I got all the kids with me. So Egypt is still breathing heavy. Egypt only got 1 round of shots, so I'm going to get him his 2nd round of shots today. And Stormy had 2 rounds of shot, and I'm going to get her 3rd rounds of shot today. So I'm not even sure how much all of this should cost, but since I'm here, I might as well just go ahead and do it. I don't know when I'll come back again, but I just want them to take a look at his breathing, take a look at his heart, or whatever they take a look at, and we'll see what is happening. So we wait. He's still breathing heavy. We have him in the back of the bus, way back in the crate. We have him in the same crate. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They close at 5:30. It's 4:55 right now, so we'll see how long we're waiting in the car. Okay. Don't look at me like that. Don't move, stay closer. Egypt. It's okay. He hasn't done anything, and this is how hard he's been breathing since 2:30. And it's now 5:23. So, future Rachel here editing this vlog. Looking at the footage here of Egypt just before he passes away. And so the last clip is the breathing, his heavy breathing. So he breathed like that until, you know, we brought him home. And then I got back to homeschooling the kids because we were behind, and Jordan spent a lot of time over there with him. So like we're in the kitchen and he's over in the living room. Egypt is kind of just like standing there, not moving. And then I guess he probably laid down, and then I hear Jordan say, "Hey Mom, I think he's dying." Now we had just spent all this time at the doctor, or at the vet, and I think like the bill was over $400 for all the stuff that they did that did not work, and medicine they prescribed that was too late to give to him. And he took like one last breath, and then I saw like, you know, a couple of kids go over there. They all started crying. I'm livid that I was just at the vet and he still died. Because I'm assuming he died because of the heart murmur that he had, that on a scale of 1 to 6, the vet told me it was a 5. Well, I don't know anything about dogs. This is the first pet that we have. So when she told me that his heart murmur was a 5 on a scale of 1 to 6, well, I didn't go read up on that. And she did not recommend giving him heart medication, which they gave me when he was basically almost dead in their office. So that was just a lot. It was a lot for the kids. They're like bawling their heads off. My mom's crying, everybody's crying. I can't cry because I'm angry that this even happened. And then, you know, Devon dug a hole in the backyard and we buried him out there. And it's too late for me to go out there and show you right now, so I'll have to show you guys eventually. But that was sad. So that's what happened to Egypt. And so I'm pretty sure that he died on a Monday. And yep, he died on a Monday, April 24th, and Wednesday, April 26th, we got thunder. So that's what you see now. And so I'll let you guys get back into the vlog. Today, I have been MIA because Egypt passed away on Monday. So I have not been feeling like filming. Hold on one second. Let me just put these batteries on the charger. So I think like Sunday I announced that we had 2 dogs, and Monday he died. Basically Sunday night, which I didn't notice right away, he didn't eat all of his food, and Monday morning he also didn't eat all of his food, and we decided to go for a walk around lunchtime. And I noticed during the walk that he had kind of like given up on walking. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And it was about a 30-minute walk, so he was thirsty, but he was salivating a lot. So I'm like, that's weird. So from like 12 to, or not, no, we got back, not 12. So we got back from the walk about 2:30, I think. And then at 5, I take him to the vet. They listen to his heart. He has a heart murmur. He had a heart murmur from the time we got him. We got him March 17th and he died April 24th. So not a lot of time with him. When we first got him his like first round of puppy shots, they said that he had a heart murmur on a scale of 1 to 6, 1 being the least and 6 being the worst. He had a 5. But they said that, you know, lots of puppies and dogs live with heart murmurs and they live fine, and nobody suggested any heart medication at that time. So when we bring him in, because his breathing was not regulating, he wasn't drinking water. He did, even though he didn't eat his food before we went on a walk, we had got him a ham bone. He tore that ham bone up, so that was his like last treat before he passed away. But he had tore that ham bone up. We went on the walk. He was like walking funny. He came in, his breathing was irregular. I take him to the vet, bring him home at around 6:30, and he was dead by like 7. Yeah. And so like we're sitting around, we're eating dinner, we're trying to get done dinner because going to the vet interrupted our school day. So I'm like, guys, we need to get the schoolwork done. I'm reading books, and Jordan is super sensitive. My 17-year-old, he knows all that's going on. He is very in tune with like what is happening. So I see him kind of wander over to the dog. The dog is standing stiff, staring into the distance, won't move. And he kind of wanders into Jordan's room. Jordan tells me that he pulls him back out and he lays down on his side, and Jordan's like, Mom, I think he's dying. And I'm like, what? I was so angry at that point. So angry. I'm like, what do you mean that you feel like the dog is dying? I go over there. He's like basically suffocating because he can't breathe, and he's like seizing. All my kids are like bawling, and I don't know, it was the hardest thing for me was to see them in that state, just bawling. Everybody was crying. And so I get back on the phone with the vet. I'm like, I just left your vet office. You guys gave me this heart medication, all this medication. I spent over $400 for this visit, and less than an hour later, my dog is dead. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, you know, for your loss. And I was really most frustrated that he just died in front of the kids like that. It was so like not peaceful. It was like he was seizing. He like, you know, you lose control, or not you, but we saw the dog lose control of all his bodily functions. And it was just hard for me to watch my kids watch that and then be like, it was just sad. And so that's what I was most upset about. And they're like, well, we're gonna call the doctor, we're gonna call you back. Couldn't get a hold of the doctor. She calls me back an hour later. She's like, I can't get a hold of the doctor, but I'm gonna call him in the morning. Well, the morning comes, so before the morning comes, Devon and Jordan dig a grave for him in our backyard. And we put him in, and I don't know, it was sad. It was just a sad thing. We only had him for a few weeks, and he's gone. So, bury him, come back in the house. I feel like my kids have a real good grip on death. It's one of two things. Either they have a real good grip on death, or I don't know, they loved him, but they know that dead means he's no longer coming back. So after we buried him that night, they're like, Mom, could we just look at more pups? And I'm like, guys, yes, you can look at more pups. So we get online, we're looking, we're not finding anything that we're all agreeing on. We're looking, So we see some like possible, we're looking at, what are Jordeyn, like German Shepherds. We're looking at German Shepherds. We're looking at Siberian Huskies. We even looked at another Alaskan Malamute. We're just looking. We're really not landing on anything. Just seeing some prospects. Too far away, like we don't want to fly to get the dog. We're trying to find them in Decatur, Alabama. And so we didn't find anything that night. The next morning, I get up. The kids are still sad, obviously. I'm still sad. I'm like, this is terrible. And go to the vet's office because they didn't call me. I get there, they're like, we tried to call you, it went to voicemail. I'm like, okay, maybe. Get in there, talk to the vet. He is a very knowledgeable man. Very knowledgeable. But I felt like he missed like the heart behind it. Like we're upset. Like I understand he probably has put down so many dogs, seen so many dogs go. He's probably a little bit numb to dogs dying. So he talked to us and he said he was sorry for our loss, but that was it pretty much. So I left out of there and I was just so thankful that Jordeyn was with me. He was upset and I understand why. And I'm just thankful that the Lord was with me because I was so upset and aggravated, but in that moment I feel like I represented God well. I listened to what he had to say and I communicated my disappointment for the way that we were cared for and how like it just all happened so fast. So I feel like when I say it all happened so fast, I don't mean like Egypt's death, but I mean like their care, the care that they provided to us, it all happened so fast. I didn't know, this is my first pet, so I don't know what I'm dealing with. I've only been to a vet one other time, so my second time that I visit the vet, my dog dies. And I don't know all the details. I didn't understand that whatever they offer you is a line item charge. Yes, I understand that they're a business and that's okay. They can charge for the things that they're supposed to charge for, but I feel like it wasn't made clear to me. So that was another frustrating point. But he listened. I don't know if he heard what I said. He listened and I listened to him and I'm not sure I heard what he said. So there's that. And then we left and we went to the animal shelter. We got there 15 minutes early, so we decided to walk around a lake by the animal shelter. And when we get back, there's this woman bringing a stray dog in, and she had just checked him in. And if we had been back by the doors like 10 minutes earlier, she would have given him to us. Oh, so that was sad because when we walk around and look at all the dogs and puppies at the shelter, we find out that they all have to be spayed or neutered. It's the Alabama law. I'm like, well, that's not going to work because we'd like a litter. We'd like to experience a litter. So we leave there and we're like down in the dumps and we get home. This is Tuesday. And then, so Tuesday night, we're looking at pups again and I'm texting breeders and things like that. And we found a solid black German Shepherd that I really liked, Jordeyn really liked. And the issue was that if we purchased that dog, we would be under contract to neuter the dog. He would not be able to father a litter and we would have to sign a contract to do that. Never heard of that before, but that's what it was. And so I said, okay, well, no, I don't know how they keep up with that. I'm not going to try to, break the law or whatever, break the contract. I just don't feel like dealing with it. I'm not jumping through the hoops for that. That's too much. So, again, we're looking on just looking at different ads and things like that. And we finally find a dog. Messaging the owner. I'm like, it's that ad that I see is like 4 days old and it has a few comments on it and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I just messaged the owner and I'm like, do you still have the mail available? And she's like, yes, I do. I have someone picking up one of the other mails and I have one more mail left. So I text Devon and I'm like, what do you think? He's like, let's do it. So I'm like, okay, here's the address. This is where you need to go. I have a youth group with Jordeyn that night. We didn't tell any of the kids we're getting the dog. So Devon leaves, goes get the dog, comes back. The kids are like thrilled. I didn't tell, Jordeyn and Brooklyn are with me at youth group. And they Don't know either. So we come home and the dog's already here. I'm like, yes. So we walk through. Jordan's like, oh, he's so cute. Everyone, he's so cute. I'm gonna show you guys him in a second. He's watching a movie with the kids right now, and he is so sweet. Now it's so funny because I like his eyes are so slanted. I've never seen such slanted eyes on a dog before. It was just very interesting the way he looks to me. But he's so cute on top of it. I don't know. They say he's a Labrador Retriever mix. And I think Hound. I already, like, I have a DNA test sitting in my Amazon cart to test this dog because I feel like he has some type of hound in him because his ears are so long. But anyways, he's so cute. He's so black. Now, when you get him in the sunlight, there's some brown patches on him. He's not solid black, but he's just so pretty and silky and lovely, and I just love him. And we named him Thunder. So we have Stormy, the Alaskan Malamute, and Thunder, the Lab Retriever, you know, parenthesis hound mix. So I'm about to show him to you guys right now. I don't know if I showed him before, but that's the backstory from where he came from. So we lost Egypt on Monday, and on Wednesday we got Thunder. Hey, buddy. Got her taking a nap there. So they get along 90% of the time. She's super aggressive. So actually, while I talk to you guys, I'm gonna finish cleaning up this. I had my soapy water going and I was cleaning up my can here, but I need to actually get a vacuum too. I'll go upstairs and get that. So that's a story of poor little sad Egypt. That's so sad. Every time Thunder sees an animal on the Jungle Book, he barks at the TV. He don't like the other animals. Right now he's barking at Mowgli. But it started with, look, oh wait, let me see. He didn't see it yet. Oh, there's the bear. So now it's 6:11. I'm not sure where I left off. I think I was going upstairs to get the vacuum cleaner, but I can't use it because the kids are still watching a movie. So, but yeah, so we saw Thunder, and that's our new dog. I cannot wait to do this DNA test and find out if there's hound in him. Maybe I'll insert a picture so that you can see how his ears hang. Because that video, he was kind of lying down going to sleep. Listen, y'all, he just growled at me. I'm standing there, he comes in the kitchen and he low growls at me. And I'm like, what is up? Are we going to have to kickbox today? So here he is right now. Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't know what the camera is. Look how long his ears are. So I guess I don't have to insert a picture. Look how long his ears are. They're so long. He's so cute. Look at him, look at him. He's so cute. Oh my goodness, I just love him. His breath stinks really, really bad, but I got a toothbrush for that. There's a toothbrush for that. I thought about getting dental water, but as I was reading the reviews, people are like, my dog will not drink that dental water, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. It's almost time for me to feed him. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that dental water because then I'm gonna be mad and I'm gonna want my money back. So let's not say we did. Oh, I forgot to wash the bedding from the other dog bed. We have a crate in our laundry room now, but I just took the dog bedding off and washed that one. But there's another dog bed over there in the other crate that we have in the living room because obviously they can't be in the same crate because they're pretty big right now. She's 30 pounds and he is 40 pounds. So they can't be in the same crate. But yeah, I've just been slowly cleaning, slowly weeding the the flower bed right in the back of our house. Every time the kids take the dogs out, we've done all the things, guys. Egypt was very easy to potty train. It didn't take but 2 seconds and he was potty trained. Thunder is very easy to potty train. I feel like he's not having any issues or accidents in the house. Miss Stormy, Miss Alaskan Malamute, she's young. She's 2 months old. but girl can't keep it together. She can pee for days, for days, for days. She's got a never-ending bladder. Actually, I think that's the alarm telling us to take the dogs out right now. So let me go pause the movie because we don't play around with the timer. When the timer goes off, we take the dogs out. The kids are out here taking the dogs outside. I am doing this mess. Y'all know I have a concrete thumb, but I'm trying to do stuff. So try not to underestimate the power of 15 minutes. And so I'm about to get working on this now. And hopefully do something here to get rid of all these weeds that are here. So let's get her done.